Today, for my presentation, I have the video and a speech. I will cite my sources at the end as to not interrupt the flow of the speech. And I present Army Staff Sergeant Michael Loud.
How have you become a leader and how has it affected your life?
Let's see, I became a leader through meritorious promotions and earning my right to be a leader. I was kind of a leader from a young age, so it was natural for me to be elected into a leadership position. So once the military saw what I was made of and the kind of person that I am, through time and dedication, then they moved me forward in ranks.
And how has it affected your life?
It's a lot more work. I have to consider a lot more than just myself, which means you have to consider everybody's needs more than just their wants, and what it means to you and how you can affect their life in a positive way.
Does that involve the PT you do?
Yes, because we have to factor in a lot more, because each person has their own individual level of physical fitness, and if you don't recognize that there's more than one standard for an entire group, then you're going to leave somebody behind, and you have to factor that in and make sure that everybody gets good training.
Alright, that was Army Staff Sergeant Michael Loud. As I mentioned last year, leadership means something different to everyone. However, they all follow the same process. They model the way, inspire a shared vision, challenge the process, enable others to act, and encourage the heart. Modeling the way. He gets out of the office and circulates among the troops just as Lincoln did. He's not obligated to get on a physical level with his recruits, but he does it anyways. He trains us and does the workouts with us. So, we do push-ups, he does push-ups. We run a mile, he runs a mile. Then there's those days where we have to run the entire 2 hours. But he doesn't expect us to do anything he doesn't do himself. So, if you're going to be a leader, be willing to do it yourself. Inspire a shared vision. He preaches the vision and continually reaffirms it. So, we all want to join the Army and better ourselves, which means there's always room for improvement. Good enough as is not a standard in his mind. He always pushes us to do better. So, shave a minute off that mile. Add 5 push-ups to your total, because you need certain requirements to get in, so it's always go a little bit further, so you don't just meet the requirements, you're above and beyond, just as we're focused in school. Challenge the process. Lead by being led. He pushed us to push each other. So there was this long-time recruit we had, I think he was German, yeah. But he led the workout for the day, and Sergeant didn't just stand there with us, stand there watching us, he did it with us to make sure we were all doing what we needed to do. But we stayed with the weakest of the pack, because you're only as strong as the weakest member. So whenever we do our 1 miles, we put the slowest person in front as to keep pace, because why are you going to leave someone behind when you're a team? Enable others to act. He encourages innovation. So, as I mentioned before, we push one another, which makes us work as a team even more. The more we work together, we get more breaks and we get done earlier. So instead of working out for 2 hours straight, we get an hour and a half, an hour, which also depends on who is leading the workouts that day. But we get an overall blowout if we work really hard together. So, if we work more as a team, we get our sports day. First sports day we had, it was raining, but we played football and we all got really muddy. Encourage the heart. He tells us stories. He tells us about personal experiences, how he joined the Army. He told us that no matter how bad things get, everything will be okay. You just have to keep your head up and push yourself. And as I always say, it's just pain. He doesn't mean to be a smart aleck when he says it, but that's just another way of saying you'll get through it. And once you get through it, it'll be worth it. because you'll be in a better place and you'll be better as a person yourself. But that's only half of it. He's also a friend as well. He goes beyond his recruiting position. He looks out for his recruits. If we're having personal issues, family issues, he tells us to come to him, to talk to him. And no matter what it is, which means he's helped me through a lot personally, because friends can be like family too. The following ideas came from the Student Leadership Challenge: model the way, inspire a shared vision, challenge the process, enable others to act, and encourage the heart. And the following ideas came from Lincoln on Leadership: get out of the office and circulate among the troops, preach a vision and continually reaffirm it, lead by being led, encourage innovation, influence people through conversation and telling stories.